Hey everybody, it's Tiana. I wanted to make a short video with a really cool announcement and a little bit more information about this topic, which is drop shipping, because it's something I get asked about a lot and there's not a lot of videos about it. So the exciting news is I've recently been contacted to partner with Wayfair, and I was accepted to be a partner on their platform. So here soon you're going to be able to also shop wine and wick candles on Wayfair. And if you're not familiar with Wayfair, they are a drop shipping model, so it's a lot different than any other platform. So this video I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about drop shipping. What exactly is drop shipping, pros and cons, how I got accepted, the requirements, and all of that fun stuff. So stay tuned. Alright, so the first question is, what is drop shipping? So what drop shipping is basically a retailer has your product on their website, but they don't actually have the product in stock, and the product is going to be shipped from your facility. So for example, a lot of platforms do this. Target, Walmart, a lot of platforms. So I actually used to drop ship in 2016 for a company called House.com. That was my very first time drop shipping, and I actually got orders through House. And the way the business model works, it's very similar to Wayfair, which is it's a wholesale price model. Wayfair is going to be getting 50% and I'm going to be getting 50%. Just like if you were to wholesale your candles to a retailer, you would sell it to them for 50% off of the retail price. So on Wayfair, the cost is going to be the same as all my other platforms, but I'm getting the wholesale price from that. So keep that in mind about drop shipping. It just really depends on the business model, but Wayfair is the wholesale price business model. So what are the pros and cons, and what's the reason for me doing it? So the pros and cons are you're exposing yourself to a bigger audience. When I first got emailed from Wayfair, I took a look at the platform and I typed in candles to see if candles were doing well on their platform. And I was actually really surprised to see that candles were selling well on Wayfair. A lot of the candles had a ton of reviews. Even the candles that I thought looked like lower quality on the website, they were still getting sales. So for me, it was just another avenue to just make a little bit more money. The cons with that, again, are the wholesale prices. So again, you're only getting 50% of the retail price. So why would I try it? For me, I like to say yes to a lot of things just to try it, just to get the experience. So even though I don't think that Wayfair is going to be this tremendous revenue stream, I mean, it definitely could be if I sold enough candles on there. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to just branch out, try something new, and it's not really going to hurt me any just to add Wayfair to what I'm already doing. So it'd just be like shipping candles from my storefront normally. So it's really not going to add any additional stress to what I'm already doing. Also, another reason I want to be on Wayfair is not just because monetary, but also because of search engine results. And we're going to get into that a little bit later on, and I'm going to tell you more about the benefits of being on multiple marketplaces and stuff like that. Now, when I was first contacted by Wayfair, what I thought was really interesting is they had specific and very strict requirements that I had never seen on any other marketplace platform. So the first one was, the biggest one was having the proper insurance. This is not surprising to me because I am on a different wholesale platform that requires proper like certain insurance, and I already had the proper insurance, but I wanted to touch on this for a little bit because there's a lot of you out there that do not have the proper insurance for your candle business, and let me tell you what it is. Now, I know general liability is something that majority of businesses have, but also product liability is extremely important, and it was one of their non-negotiables. You have to have product liability insurance. Now, what this means is you specifically on your policy need to have an insurance, policy that says product liability, and I think they specifically needed $1 million policy. I have a $2 million policy, but they needed $1 million policy. Now, the reason I say a lot of you don't have the right insurance is because there's a lot of misinformation out there about candle insurance. So when you go onto Google and you type candle business insurance, you're going to get a whole bunch of search results on the very first page. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say 99% of those are not what you're looking for. And the reason why it pops up is because these insurance companies want you to sign up with them. So if you tell them and say, hey, I need product liability insurance, or if you go and say, hey, I need insurance for my candle business, they'll be like, yeah, we absolutely have that for you. And they're going to sell you a general liability policy because you aren't specific. If you say, I need product liability insurance, they're going to say, I don't have exactly product liability insurance, but these are the policies that I can put together for you that will give you the coverage that you need. When in reality, it's not what you need. They're just saying the right things to get you to sign up for some sort of insurance policy. So if you have a policy and it does not specifically say product liability insurance, you're really hindering yourself for growth, because there's another platform that I'm on called range.me, and this is where the Targets, the Walmarts, and all other places shop. And to even get on that platform, you have to have this specific insurance. So I really want to stress that right here. It's one of their big requirements on Wayfair, and not only Wayfair, on other platforms where you could potentially be losing money if you don't have the proper insurance. Let's say, you know, I don't know, XYZ drugstore contacts you and wants to carry your candles in their chain stores, and you give them a policy that's not correct, they're not going to accept you. So if you feel like you don't have the right insurance policy, reassess, figure that out. So I will tell you right now, I'm not sponsored or anything. I absolutely love Indie Business Network. Anytime I've needed to make a change to my policy, it's been so simple, so easy. So one of the changes I did have to make to my product liability policy is I had to add Wayfair as an additionally insured on my policy. So I had to go into Indie Business Network and do that, and for me it was really easy. All I had to do was click a button, add additional insured, add the proper information so that Wayfair could be added to my insurance policy. And I was able to get those documents and send them off within like 10 minutes and get them approved and all of that. So your last question is, how did you get this opportunity? And a lot of people ask, how do you get a lot of opportunities? Because recently I made an Instagram post where I was featured in Cosmo. I've been featured in publications like Pop Sugar, Oprah. I mean, I've been featured in a lot of publications, and some people will say, well, how do you get featured in that? Or they may think it's because of social media or other things, and social media plays maybe a small role in my features, but if you kind of compare my audience to other people in my niche, I don't have a lot of followers, even though I do have, like, you know, 40,000 followers, but compared to other people in my niche or even in the world of social media, you know, I don't have that many followers. So how am I getting these opportunities? And also other places, so I get contacted all the time. So for instance, the Mercedes, like the car company, contacted me to do an event with them in March, and they are finding me organically. So that is what's really great, and that's what I stress to you guys all the time, is search engine optimization. This is how I get into these things. People find me through search. Anytime I ask them, like, or talk to them, they'll be like, I searched for this, I found you, I searched. So the Mercedes dealership, she's like, I was searching for candles and I found you. That's just how it works. So search engine optimization is super powerful. So remember earlier in the video, I talked about like spreading out and being on another platform for search reasons. This is one of the reasons. So now I will be one of the search results from Wayfair. So like when you type in dessert candles or whining wick candles, or I don't know, like dessert candles, you might see some Etsy listings pop up for me. You might see a fair listing pop up for me. You might see me pop up in different publications. So for instance, if you type black-owned candle business, the Cosmopolitan article is at the top, and even my storefront is like right under that. So I'm on that page in 2 different, I think, publications on that one page. So search is pretty powerful, and that's one of the reasons I'm on multiple platforms. I will never shut down my Etsy store, even if I'm not making sales there. The search like results that I've gotten, or the opportunities that I've gotten from showing up in Etsy search are crazy, and you can tell I'm getting excited about it because it really does help. But anyways, I wanted to also take this opportunity to tell you more about my upcoming online course. It's going to be called SEO for Makers, and it's going to go in depth on how I get into all these different publications, get these opportunities and things like that. And it's all through search engine optimization. I would say majority of it. So that is something that I am coming up with, and I'm very excited. I just wrote the course outline today. So you're going to learn how to optimize Etsy listings, how to create really good listings, how to find key terms. And I also have a bonus section called SEO Everywhere. that just kind of tells you all the different platforms that you can use SEO. So for me, even Pinterest, Facebook is something new for me. So be on the lookout for that. I'm doing a lot of exciting things with SEO, and I'm very excited about this Wayfair partnership to see where it goes for me here. So anyways, I wanted to make that quick announcement and just say, yay, we're gonna be on Wayfair, and I have some other really exciting things coming up that I can't quite tell you yet, but that's coming up soon. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, you can like it, I guess. I've never said that before, but leave me a comment if you have any more questions about drop shipping. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.